Hello, YouTube friends. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Off-Grid Living with the Bennetts. My name is Jim, and I'm just going to ramble on for a few minutes, just for something to do. Don't have anything in particular I wanted to talk about. I worked on my solar panels today a little bit, and worked on my hot water heater, did a little bit of plumbing work. But yeah, I was just rambling on, just sort of make my video a little bit more personal. I don't have a script. I don't have anything planned I want to talk about. I'm not even going to rehearse this video, and I'm not even going to edit it. If it gets really bad, then maybe I just won't even post it. But basically, I'm just trying to grow a channel. I'm trying to grow an audience. I just want people to subscribe to my channel and like it, and that way I can keep it going. Basically, to say a little bit about myself, I've been married for 44 years. I've got 4 boys. I've got 10 grandkids. And I worked in the city, had my own business for 35 years, working day and night. Some weeks I worked 90 hours a week. And it gets to the point where the more you work, the more hours you put in, the longer your days, you sort of lose a lot. You think you're gaining, but in the short term you maybe are. But really, sometimes it's best just to chill, relax. I'm not talking about being lazy. I'm not talking about letting everything go and fall apart. I mean, spend time with your loved ones. Spend time with your family. Do some fishing. Do some hunting. Do whatever you like to do. But just slow down a little bit. And that's why the off-grid lifestyle is really appealing to me. Sure, there's going to be struggles. You're dealing with solar panels and your hydro goes down, broken wire. You're dealing with water issues, a frozen pipe. You're dealing with maybe lots of snow you got to get rid of, cutting your own firewood. Basically, living off grid definitely has its challenges. If you're in the city and you're in an apartment, then you don't worry about snow, you don't worry about cutting grass, you just sort of go in, lock the door, and you're done. Go out, lock the door, you're done. But nature is appealing to me. You know, I like watching the fish jump. I like casting my line out, and you get that fish, and you start reeling it in. And as you're reeling it in, you watch that line going up out of the water, and then you watch that fish jump. So many times I've seen that with a bass. You know, I really do enjoy that. I enjoy the satisfaction of knowing that living off grid, even though it has its challenges, it's a much cheaper lifestyle. I'm thinking about maybe doing some vegetable growing. I have had greenhouses in the past. I had a greenhouse, I built it myself. I was really pleased with it. And a year later I sold the house. I never really got a chance to develop it. Next house, I built a bunkie. I ordered a bunkie kit online. I thought, this is great. I got a bunkie. I built it, I varnished it, I stuck some solar panels on the roof. I thought, this is great. But then they ended up selling that house. Next house, I thought, I'm going to buy a greenhouse. So for the second time, I went and got another greenhouse. Built it all up, had my gardens, had my climbing grapevines. Finally got things the way I thought I would like it. Ended up selling that place. One house is too big, one house is too far from town, one house is too much into town. Just different reasons. So now I've got this property, 27 acres. I'm basically off grid. I've put up 16 solar panels, and I'm planning on putting up another 12. I still haven't hooked them up yet. I've got 3 little panels and it's not doing it for me, so I'm running a generator right now just to sort of keep those batteries charged up. Just running with a simple 12-volt system, which doesn't do it, but shortly I'm going to be going to a 48-volt system, and with lots of power and lots of reserve, and I'm going to buy some extra batteries and some nice 6-volt batteries. Anyways, yeah, I've got my wood gathered now. I'm working on my solar. I got my plumbing figured out. I just had an addition brought in today, or yesterday, I guess, a 14 by 30. I had it built, and I'm going to hook it to the house. And if you look at some of my other videos, you'll see that what my plan is there. Making a kitchen and a bath, making a kitchen and a bedroom out of it, and joining it to my existing off-grid house. So yeah, that's basically all I want to say is if you're getting tired of the hustle and the bustle of the city, maybe give it a shot. I know in Ontario, northern Ontario, they have a lot of unorganized townships where you can buy a piece of property and you don't even have to get a permit. You can build what you want, providing you get a permit for septic, you get a permit for hydro, you get a permit for a well. Other than that, you're free to go. Buy yourself a piece of property and put a building on it. Grab a fishing rod, grab a rifle, grab an ATV, a snowmobile. And I mean, if you like black flies, best place you can go is Northern Ontario. So yeah, that's basically my story for today. I think off-grid is the way to go, especially when you get older. I'm not talking about when you're like really old and you need to be near a hospital because you're afraid if you step the wrong way you're going to break a hip. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you know, when you're younger, you're in the city and you're trying to make a living and trying to make some money and raising a family, and yeah. But I think any age lifestyle really, off-gridding is the way to go. But I get it when you're starting out and you have to be somewhere where you've got a better chance of a better income. I get that. But yeah, I'm getting older now, and I'm getting to the point where it's time to slow down. Time to slow down and enjoy life. I know there's I've had a few vacations. I haven't gone far, but I've had a few vacations. But basically, I've missed out on a lot of vacations because I was working. I had 4 boys at home, and I was out 90 hours a week. I always took Sundays off. I thought at least I have to give my family 1 day a week. But the rest of the week, you know, unless it was raining, I'd be home maybe. And then I'm probably just fixing stuff if I was home for the business. But I remember one day I was out working and it was getting dark and I had to get this job done. So I turned the headlights on the truck and I got the truck running and all the guys are working away and it's dark. And when I finally did get home, it was like 11 o'clock at night. And I remember my wife walked into the dining room, put my plate in front of me, sat on the table, and she says, "Good night, honey, I'm going to bed now." And I thought, where did my evening go with my wife? I was too busy working. Now, she stuck through it with me. Like I say, 44 years. Same bride. But Yeah. Just sometimes you just need to slow down. I'm thinking to myself, I'd like to get into a position where, like, I've heard stories where people, when they retire, they're busier than they were when they were working. Well, that doesn't sound like fun to me. What sounds like fun to me is grabbing a friend and grabbing a fishing rod and going fishing, or grabbing a friend and going to the donut shop and sit down and have coffee together. Going out and splitting some wood is good, healthy work. Shoveling some snow, clearing your driveway, clearing some snow off your roof. Like, out in the country. I was just outside like 10 minutes ago. Man, I could not believe how many stars are out there. The sky is just clear as can be. There's stars everywhere. A beautiful, beautiful evening. You're not going to see that in the city. You open up the window in the city, you open up the patio doors and take a look outside. You got the cars, you got the traffic, you got people honking their horns, you got people running down the road, you got motorcycles, you got neighbors hollering at each other, you got the smell of dope coming through your apartment. No. Right now, I like I say, I was outside. It is clear. It's a cold night. It's really a cold night. But it's clear, and the stars are just amazing. The whole sky is like, it's black outside, but the whole sky is just covered in stars. That's what I like to see. God's creation all around me. There was a bear out in the driveway last summer. I looked out the window and I seen the bear sitting on the driveway. And I thought, no, I'm not going outside. He might be hungry. I'd probably make a good meal. So I stayed inside and waited for him to leave. So, yeah. Anyways, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm trying to build a following of subscribers. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I plan on making lots of videos. Stuff that I've learned, mistakes that I've made, stuff I'm trying to fix. I mean, sometimes people have an idea and I'm doing something, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure one of my subscribers would have a better idea how to do this. Send me a message. Yeah. So, anyways, that's my video for today. And you guys have a great evening. And like I say, push that little red button down, this little square down the corner that says subscribe. You can do it. Just reach over and you can do it. I know you can do it. Anyways, have a great evening. And yeah, I'm just about ready for bed, so my evening's just about done. Anyways, have yourself a great evening, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye.